All right, welcome to the first ever host Bingo is Life podcast. Yay! Episode 4 with the fabulous Howdyshell brothers and the one and only real Dan Easley, verified on Twitter.
Except no substitutes.
And today we are sponsored by
That's right.
Ruby's Arcade,
Ruby's Arcade.
which is where we are right now,
Yeah.
and Clementine Cafe,
That is
Right
great. In
next
fact,
door.
right next door.
you'll know the sponsorship idea worked if we sound much better in the coming weeks.
That's right.
If you can actually hear what
Yeah.
we're saying.
That's right.
Yeah, they really scored, didn't they?
Yeah, right?
And we're also joined by the mysterious guest sitting to my right, who is not allowed to say anything because of legal constraints, but let's just say she's a very, very famous celebrity.
Nice.
Oh.
Glad you made it here. Famous.
Glad she been here. Yeah,
Not
she's-
twice if you're here.
Oh, that's great. It was almost in stereo.
I'm so grateful to the Emperor for lending us a new guest.
So how did Bingo go tonight?
Bingo was great. It was a little weird because it's JMU's
Spring break.
spring break. They're out. They're gone. So it's like, oh, are we going to have people here or not? Well, when we first started, holy cow, all the kids from Harrisonburg City School are also on spring break, and they were all here this evening. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
The place was packed when we first got here.
It
And we
was-
drove them away eventually.
Oh, yeah. Like, then we started, that cleared
Yeah,
most
that
of
cleared
the
it
crowd.
up.
Did anybody win the $100 on the final
No,
game?
no one won the $100.
No one won it?
But he did get 7 down.
Oh,
Which is pretty good on you. I mean, a lot of times people don't even hit 1.
Wait, there's
So,
$100?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
they
win
have a
$100.
chance.
The
Well, how
last,
does that work?
so the last game of the
Last
evening,
game
you have a
bingo, right.
chance. If you win bingo, then you get to go up and you get to roll the ball on the bowling lane, on the
Okay.
duck pin bowling lane. And if you get a strike, you get $100.
there it is. I like the way you said it. It was like, first what you have to do is you got to find the old man with the key. He's going to give you a blue candle.
Give it to the old woman on the hill. She'll turn it into a
Eventually,
map.
you'll get $100.
It does happen eventually, but it has happened. It's happened. I think 3, maybe 4 times.
Yeah, 3 or 4
Wow.
times.
In 7
I've seen
years.
it. We even took pictures of it, so we know it's true.
Yeah.
Were they people that had previous experience with duck pin bowling?
No.
No.
For those of you listening in Latvia, duck pin bowling, it's actually Baltimore was the capital of duck pin
That's
bowling.
right,
And it's
that's
not a regular big bowling ball with holes that you stick your fingers in. It's a little ball about the size of a softball.
Yeah?
A little bigger than a softball.
Bigger?
But yeah, a little bigger.
A
Sort
little
of
bigger than-
grapefruit sized.
Grapefruit size.
But has nothing to do with a duck.
Nothing.
Nor with a grape.
More
But
with a grape.
Babe Ruth loved duck pin bowling.
Oh.
And the only place around to do duck pin bowling right now is Ruby's Arcade in Harrisonburg, Virginia. How far would you have to go to? Would you have to go all the way back to Baltimore?
No,
Yeah.
Luray.
No, that one shut down.
Oh, did they shut
one
it down?
One in Luray shut down. They had one in Luray.
Yeah.
It shut down.
Is it Luray or is it Luray?
It's Luray.
Luray.
Yes, sir.
Luray.
Virginia has such weird ways of saying names. Luray.
Luray has turned into the cabin capital of the world.
What's
Cabin?
that? What does that mean?
I'm not kidding.
What does
they,
that-
what's a-
they have built cabins
Oh.
all over Luray.
Luray
in the
cabins.
mountains. It's no joke. Blue Ridge Mountain there. Somebody went in and just started building cabins everywhere. And now if you go on, and it's like, it's like you got Jellystone Park and the Luray cabins. Wow, look who I possibly could
Now we're
be.
joined by a second guest.
Second guess.
Straight from Luray cabin.
No, wait a minute. It looks like she's not. She's
Oh,
supposed to get
no,
named.
she's not joining. She's just
It's
dropping
Olivia.
phones and
Dropping food.
Moving on.
The vivacious Olivia.
Well, she has a Taylor Swift concert she's got to get to.
she's got to get to tonight.
In May.
Tonight.
In May, but
Yeah.
she's got some planning to do.
When is that show? Is that in May?
She just said it was in May.
In May?
Yeah.
So
She's
we're-
gotta
We've
save
got to
up
have her
every
back so we
penny.
can talk about that show.
we should
Yeah.
talk about Taylor Swift
Saving up
every
every
episode.
penny. Now,
So
yeah.
Luray thought, we should get some golf carts. And then they looked at Elkton and they thought, we should get some cabins.
Cabins.
They went the cabin route.
Yeah.
And there's just
And
cabins.
both good routes.
There's cabins all over the mountains there. I mean, and like Luray is the central city, if you want to call it, that people go to for groceries. And whatnot. For the
Oh,
cabin.
from the
Grocery
cabins.
Yeah,
City.
from the cabins.
Oh, from cabins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like the cabins in Tennessee? There,
Yes,
Ah,
it's exactly
yes.
like that.
Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, Pigeon Forge. It's exactly
Rocky
like
Top
that.
Mountain.
And so it's become a Northern
Top,
Virginia.
Tennessee.
Yes.
I think I could open up a theater in Luray, like a Dolly Parton.
No, that's
you know.
not welcome there.
What kind of theater?
You know, I would have like a cabaret
Parton.
show with the Howdyshell brothers playing.
Oh, sure.
I once went and looked at an old theater in Luray
Oh,
to buy with Clay.
Is
it,
that
it
right?
got it got bought.
It did
Is
get
it the one
bought.
that used to be the Chinese restaurant
Yes.
downtown? Yes.
Someone finally bought it.
The city sold it. I met the guy at the dog park. This is where I meet all kinds of fabulous people.
Yeah.
And they bought it for a very
Also
small
dogs.
amount. The city sold it for a very small amount of
Yeah.
money. That used to be an old vaudeville theater.
Well, it's a beautiful
that's awesome.
theater.
The seats are still in there?
It's I mean, I went in, we walked around, and the guy was like, "Look, we'll sell it to you for nothing, but we need you to renovate it."
Yes,
which is
That's the real cost.
yeah, it's the real cost, and so. More
I got
power
a
to
great
him.
deal. How do you feel about asbestos?
Yeah, right. Well, no, but it is.
Cancer much?
It's just when you walk in, it just feels.
If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma,
It's an old vaudeville theater.
Yeah.
Red Skelton played there.
Is that right?
I just made that up. But he might have played there. Somebody,
It could have.
some poor man's
And
version
Dolly
of Red
Parton.
Skelton
And
probably
Dolly
played
Parton.
there.
was he a vaudeville? He wasn't even a vaudeville act, was he?
Maybe. He was old.
That's all it-
That's all it takes.
I believe
Are
my
you
grandmother
I'm
was a
old.
vaudeville
Yeah,
act.
she
Somebody
was.
get
Actually, she's pretty close, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was a country western
That's
act
right,
on
WHS? No,
WSDA.
WSDA. Yeah.
So, did you find out what's coming up at Clementine? By the
Oh,
way?
speaking of
our
Speaking
wonderful
of
sponsor.
hypothetically,
Yeah,
and in reality.
Jason.
ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah,
you
right?
too can go see
That's why he's here.
Baked Shrimp
Baked shrimp.
Baked shrimp. That's not the special.
Saturday,
dinner.
March 18th.
That's a band.
That's a band.
Baked
Playing at
shrimp.
Clementine.
I mean,
They
if
got
they're gonna
lots of
bake
great
it, I might
bands.
just
Right.
wanna
Beth
just look at
Turner,
it.
Baked Shrimp. The Isaac Hayden Project is on March
He's
24th.
phenomenal.
Do you really know?
Isaac?
Yeah, that's cool. Sisters and Brothers with Danny and the Fam. That's Saturday, March 25th.
Sisters and brother with Danny and the fam.
A
Yeah,
whole lot
Danny
of
and Finn.
familial
Familiar,
things
right?
happening.
It
Yeah,
is.
Sisters and Brothers and the Fam. They had to work. They planned that out.
Clementine, that building used to be the Rialto Theater
What?
back in the day. You go into Clementine and look up at the ceiling, you can see how it sloped down. That was the ceiling of the theater.
Yeah. And did
Jay Zehr knows every theater that used to be in
how we
Luray
got
and
it
Harrisonburg.
I'm looking for one to haunt when I die since they tore down Wampler. That's where I was going, headed to.
Oh, what about Virginia too?
Virginia,
That's now a parking lot.
That's
You
now
can
a
just-
parking lot.
Hunt the lot. You just walk around.
There's a famous story.
There's
Collecting
some people
fees.
haunting that lot right now.
The famous story about the Virginia is that Ernest Tubbs played there once, and he demanded to be paid in cash, and it got to be at the end of the night. He would not leave. They had to call up Mr. Driver, who owned Mickermack. He had to come down and get the money out of the safe to pay Ernest Tubbs. He had, the Nashville Mafia with him.
Wow.
Where's my money?
Where's my money?
We'll not take a check from Harrisonburg, Virginia.
I've never been to this. I'm never coming back
Not coming
to
back
this
to this
chicken
town.
town.
Right.
Turkey town.
Turkey Town, right?
Oh,
Not
is
a
it?
chicken
That's
town.
right.
It's
It
turkey.
never was a chicken town.
No.
It was always a. So, do we know what these bands? What do they play? Does it say what type of music?
All
we're
right,
looking at
let's see here. Sisters and Brothers.
The shrimp people. What are
What
they playing?
is that, like coastal, like island music?
Island
I'm gonna guess.
shrimp.
All right.
was
Big
it?
Shrimp returns to the
Big
road
Shrimp.
this spring. Catch the young and up and coming high octane power trio
Oh, a power trio.
on tour,
So not vaudeville,
Harrisonburg, Virginia. And their picture is of a shrimp in tie-dyed colors with, guess what? Magic mushrooms.
Magic mushrooms. I was just thinking about
The
magic.
picture
I'm
is
gonna
giving
say-
it away.
I'm gonna say that this band is
Little heady?
is a little what?
A little heady.
A little
Hey,
heavy.
we'll insert a link. Do we have the capability to
Oh,
do this?
sure, we
down
will.
below. Down
Yeah,
below.
click below whatever you're listening to.
There will be a link.
Yeah, there'll be a link to Big Shrimp
Baked shrimp.
or make shrimp.
There's
Baked.
another band in
baked.
town called
Oh,
Parmesan.
baked! I get it now.
Parmesan
the
mayonnaise.
What's Chris's band?
Chris who?
Chris Oberholzer?
Chris Oberholzer.
Yeah.
My homie.
Now
Which
he's
one?
now he's in Hannah Hansen.
Which band?
about
Parmesan
it's
mayo?
called Parmesan mayonnaise.
Parm
Parmesan.
Mayo for short.
Oh,
Parm-
the
that's
cool kids.
Olivia over
the cool
here.
kids are saying Parm Mayo.
Parm Mayo.
Yeah, because they shorten everything.
I think Chris Oberholzer's related to me. I think we're part of the Mennonite diaspora.
You know, there are well over a dozen countries that claim to be the birthplace of mayo ketchup, of mixing ketchup and mayonnaise. And there are many, many different names for it. They call it golf sauce in Venezuela.
Golf?
Yeah, like the
G-U or G-O?
G-O.
G-O, golf.
Yeah.
Okay, golf.
Yeah.
Golf sauce.
Like the, thing the capitalists play.
Yeah, right. The capitalists.
Golf sauce. Well, isn't that the special sauce at that other restaurant downtown? Shut up, be named.
They take ketchup and mayo and mix it
Yeah,
together.
isn't that the special sauce?
Well, maybe it is.
At Jack Brown's.
They got to put
I think that's all it is. I know that's the special sauce at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I ate there once.
It's a very cool place, Jack
It is.
Brown's.
It is cool.
It's a very vibrant and welcome addition to the downtown Harrisonburg scene. Very well run operation and great food and beer at Jack Brown's over there on Main Street.
Yeah.
A very short distance from here.
A very short distance from the arcade
From
itself.
the arcade
Yes,
itself.
right. Yeah, right. It's all so close together. So,
Yeah, I know that, Jay. I ate there once.
Oh, there's also, I've never been there. I heard there's a new restaurant in the building where Food Bar Food used to be. That's
No,
it's supposed to be a really cool vegetarian restaurant. Juice
really?
bar.
Nice.
I saw it on the internet. They were
That's
talking about.
awesome.
So-
Hey, speaking of new places, I went to a place called J Pedal. You ever heard of
Pedal.
J Pedal?
Around here?
Yeah.
Thai.
Thai
Ice cream.
It's rolled ice cream.
Oh.
It's really good.
I have seen video
plate.
of that.
They have a plate that is about 2 foot wide in a circle,
Yeah.
and it's negative 19 degrees. They pour the cream and whatever you want to put in on it. It immediately starts freezing, and they take a scraper and they scrape up ice cream, put it in a bowl, hand it to you.
It's like the thermal opposite of a crepe.
Yes.
Whoa.
That's exactly what. But are you ready for this? They
I don't know
sell
if I am.
grapes.
What? What?
Oh.
So they've gone full spectrum.
Yep.
How could
Wow.
you couldn't, can't be, it must have been invented relatively recently because you couldn't have ice
That
cream.
kind of technology, right?
Yeah.
Well, where could you have had ice cream anywhere in the world before electricity?
I don't know. I'm sure the Mennonites just did this for hours. Just churn. What are you doing this year? We're gonna make ice
We're
cream.
gonna churn some more.
It's this winter's
I
project.
remember. They have cranks.
Oh yeah,
There's a cranking
Yeah,
thing.
They did have cranks.
It's allowed to be cold, though. You couldn't do it in July. right?
No. This is a winter thing.
So you need ice and salt, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Why do you? Yeah, ice and salt.
makes things colder. Thanks,
Oh.
science.
When is the cream? Was tonight the cream pie? At the
Oh,
Bingo?
was
Oh, yeah.
pie night. Yes,
Pie
that's
night.
right. I forgot
Did you
about
pie
that.
anybody?
Yeah, we did.
How many people did you get?
Three
Three.
people.
Did you ever have anybody turn you down when you wanted to
No,
pie?
they want
They
it.
love
I would
They
never
love it.
do it to anybody who didn't want it.
Right.
That's right.
It's an option. Hey, do you want to win a pizza? Well, or would you like, if you miss this question, we'll say, then you get a pie.
So we asked the kids. It was two kids that were like, "All right, we're gonna go with pie. You know, all you got to do is say the numbers of pie, and we're gonna go back and forth. So it's 3.14, blah blah blah. Well, the first kid says 3, and then we go to the second kid. What's the next number? Point.
And his parents are like, yeah,
That's our boy.
we got that.
That's
And then
right, there is a
then
point.
The next kid goes, just pie me. I don't
Just
know."
pie me. Yeah.
He goes, I'm in high school. Don't tell your teacher.
Don't tell your teacher.
Like, they used to do. That was really popular for entertainment, getting pies.
Getting pied in the face?
Back in the 1840s when I was a young man.
We're trying to bring it back.
We're trying to bring yes.
No, I think it is fun because for spectacle purposes. You have to, because otherwise it's pretty boring. You're sitting there in your seat, moving.
Yeah, nobody sits at
Losing the
home
bingo.
and pies themselves.
Wait a minute, that's not how to sell the bingo.
Oh, I mean, it's
a lot of websites.
No, I mean, the traditional game of bingo is boring. So we took all the traditional stuff and got rid of it.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, I can't. If you've never been, it's very exciting, and sometimes you got to get here early to get a seat.
Yeah, sometimes.
Very exciting. There's folks coming from all over Virginia that come to Bingo is Life.
Yeah, accidentally.
We do have a lot of people. I've never been to Virginia before. This is weird.
Yeah. Or they're like, so,
Thank you.
So we're from New Jersey and we're staying on the Massanutten and
Yeah.
we're looking for something inexpensive to do and
We're definitely coming back 3 years from now. Okay.
if we ever get the timeshare again, we're coming here.
Can you imagine? Up there at a timeshare. Closest place to go to have fun is Harrisonburg, Virginia, or Luray.
Yeah.
I hear there's some scenic cabins around
They
here.
probably don't put that in the brochure.
Yeah. They're like,
Don't worry, folks.
What's fun to do in this town? Well, there's bingo, and it's free.
And it's free.
that's right. And you win stuff.
Yeah.
That gets them every time.
Well, we made our 15 minutes, folks. We've done it again.
Done it again. Sponsored by Ruby's Arcade in scenic, beautiful downtown Harrisonburg.
There you go.
Whoa.
There,
Yeah, we're here.
they're actually calling people up to play right now. It's like part of the scene.
Folks with the white 2000 Nissan, your lights are on. Special on aisle 4.
Special
Every Tuesday night, just about 7:30 to 8:30 in Ruby's Arcade.
Clean up in aisle 6.
Featuring the fabulous Howdyshell brothers, the hosts with the most action going on anywhere in the bingo scene in Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Thank you, Jay.
We'll see you next week.
Good night.
Good night.